somebody said to me recently, they said, "Oh, well, you're one of these preppers." And I asked them back, I said, "Well, what is a prepper?" And they said, "Well, you know." I said, "No, I don't know. You tell me." And they started talking about these people in America and what they're up to and all the different things, the Doomsday Preppers. And I said, "Well, all that might be going on, but the fact is, I'm just a normal middle-aged bloke. I'm living in the UK. I've got my own business to run. I've got to face all them problems every day. I've got to face the same problems that any other sort of family man has, looking after the family, paying me bills, doing all that stuff." I said, "But running a business, what's that? That's helped me to deal. It forces you to look at problems because if you don't sort problems out, they come and get you. And one of the problems I can see is the increasing likelihood of civil unrest in this country. Now, I have no idea what form that's going to take, whether it's rioting, whether it's caused by the collapse of the financial system, because there don't seem to be nobody seems to know what they're doing there. It just seems to be a recipe for disaster to carry on borrowing. And I'm not an economist, so I haven't got the solution to that. But as just a normal bloke, what can I do? I've been online and had a good look round, and there's lots of great websites, people giving great advice. And I've been taking a bit from there and a bit from there. And I'm looking at the survivalists' sites, and I've taken a little bit from there. But really, this website, this blog, it's just to help normal, everyday people in the UK to prepare for some form of civil emergency or civil unrest. Now, in my case, about 2 years ago, I thought to myself, I went down to Costco and bought a load of food for about 150 quid. The rice, the pasta, load of tin food, nuts and raisins and all that stuff. And I'll do a video on the food aspect of prepping at a later date. But I bought a load of food. I bought a load of water containers. Should anything ever happen, I can stock up on the water. And I've even bought one of these top of the range Goldberg-y water filters where you can literally put pond water in it and drink it. So I got all that gear together and I thought that was it. But as a businessman, I'm always thinking, what can go wrong here? What can go wrong? Then I asked myself, what could go wrong here with all this food and all this water? And there's absolutely nothing to stop somebody coming to my house, kicking the door in, "Thanks very much, Francis," and walking off with the food. And that's if I'm lucky. What if they don't say thanks very much and they start being violent to me or my family? And I thought about it and I thought there's nothing to stop them. So what I did, I came up with a system of shields that fit on the doors and the windows. And nobody can get in. With a sledgehammer they can't get in. But if I want to get out within 10 seconds, I can get out. So I've had an engineering company for 25 years. So this engineering product, I've got a lot of experience that helped me to come up with a good system. So I've started an engineering company specifically making home shields for people who are concerned about, the likelihood of civil unrest. I mean, I know a lot of people. I was talking to my accountant, and he said there's loads of people investing in silver and gold. And because of the scams that are going on the internet, around the world, in the banking system, a lot of people are actually buying the physical, the coins or bullion and storing it at home. Now, I'm no doubt they've put it in a safe. But again, what's to stop somebody, in the event of civil unrest, when the cops are too busy, what's to stop somebody coming round, kicking the doors in, throwing the occupants out, and just literally spending all day getting the safe out of the floor or the wall and robbing the gold and silver? I mean, it's possible. If law and order breaks down, the cops have got a tough job. They're not going to help us all. They can't. It's impossible. So you're going to be on your own, at least as far as I can see. So, I mean, my thoughts are, first of all, water. You can live without food for weeks, but you can't live without water. So you've got to have water. You've got to have food. And you've got to have shelter. And in an ideal world, protect your shelter. Stop others from getting in. Now, there's loads of other things we can talk about. Communication. How are you going to find out what's going on in the world? How are you going to know if your neighbourhood's safe? Is it possible? What happens if the mobile phones don't work? Can you talk to your neighbours? Can you find out? So there's lots of stuff we can explore on future videos. So I don't suppose I'm a typical, I don't even know if there is such a thing as a typical doomsday prepper in the UK. I don't think there is. From what I've seen, there's some lovely people out there from all walks of life coming up with their own advice, offering their own advice to people in a similar situation. And that's all this video is. It's just introducing myself, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye for now.